So I feel like I'm talking about Merab Dvalishvili every fucking day now, but I like him as a fighter. I like him as a person, and it doesn't really bother me talking about him so much. So here we go again. Merab Dvalishvili's coach has come to social media to talk about what I have been talking about for a fucking long time, which is Merab Dvalishvili's pace, better yet his cardio as well. But he's talking about what will happen in the fight, which is Umar will not be able to keep up with Merab's pace, especially in the third, fourth, and fifth rounds, which is what I've been saying. You know, um, the whole fight itself relies on the main factor of Umar Nurmagomedov coming in just as good shape or in nearly just as good shape as Merab Dvalishvili. If Umar is unsuccessful in doing so, he's going to get walked all over, especially in the later rounds. My prediction has always been that he looks good in round one. Obviously, he likely may start round one outclassing Merab on the feet. I kind of doubt either person gets a takedown in round one. I think maybe Merab gets like one later in round one, and maybe Umar is able to reverse the position. Round two will look almost the same as round one, but I think Merab will get a couple more things going. Maybe he'll have a little bit higher output on the feet, maybe another takedown. But then when round three comes rolling around, and then 4 and 5, it's the Merab Dvalishvili fucking show. All right, it's the Merab show. Merab is nonstop bouncing around. Umar's gonna fucking start looking delirious as fuck. He doesn't know. Umar's not gonna know where he is. I get it. Umar's grappling, his striking, it's high level. Is really well rounded. I get it. But when fighters go in there with Merab Dvalishvili, they always end up looking lost. They always end up gassing out. They always end up looking overwhelmed. And it goes the same way. Merab is relentlessly shooting for takedowns, relentlessly successfully getting takedowns, and relentlessly pressuring. It ends up being the story of the fight, especially later in the fight. And I think we're going to see the same thing at UFC 311. I know even more people now have been riding the Umar train. I get it. I'm not hating it. I think everybody is entitled to their opinion, and I enjoy discussing MMA, and I think that's what is one of the best things about MMA and the UFC in general is the conversations we can have, especially the respectful conversations we can have. And this is one of them, So I do respect people that are choosing Umar to win. I get it. Umar is, part of Team Khabib. He trains under Camp Khabib. He's with Khabib all the time. He's well-versed in the Dagestani grappling, which is the best and highest level of grappling right now in MMA and the UFC in general. And above that, he's got extremely clean striking. His kicks look really great. His punches are really great. They're timely. They're well executed, and they look sharp technically as well. But despite all of that, human beings get tired. You can be the most skillful motherfucker on earth, but if you have poor cardio and you have poor pace, you're going to look shit by the end of the fight or near the end of the fight or even halfway through the fight, okay? And I think the same thing applies for this upcoming fight. I think Umar's he's going to come in there looking sharp as fuck, but somehow Merab is going to be able to wear him down, especially by round 3. Probably 3/4 through round 2. Round 1 will be highly competitive. I think both fighters will be gunning at each other. Umar will look clean, and perhaps he'll even win round 1. Perhaps he'll even win round 2. But when round 3 comes around, Merab is going to turn on the jets. And if he hasn't done, if he's turned on the jets already, he's going to still have them fucking jets blaring while Umar is going to be waning. While his cardio, his pace, all that shit is going to be waning. And it's going to be survival mode for Umar and turn up mode for Merab. I think that's how it's going to go, okay? Call me crazy, call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. It's what I see. It's what I've been seeing. And it's what I've been seeing, especially after UFC Noche, where I saw Merab walk all over one of the most dangerous strikers the UFC has ever seen and make him look like a 12-year-old that just started his first grappling class. That's what I saw at UFC Noche. And then when I look at that and then I see the fights that Merab has previously had against gold medal wrestler Henry Cejudo, Jose Aldo, Peter Yan. Merab has been walking all over these guys in those fights. He'll do the same shit to Umar, okay? At least that's what I'm willing to put my money on. Him doing the same exact shit to Umar Nurmagomedov, and doing that will likely upset the whole Dagestani, plot timeline and plot armor and what have you with the plot involving Dagestan and the power of the Dagestan grappling and striking combination and all that shit. So it'll be really fun to watch. I hope I am right in my prediction. But like I said, it's the fight game. Anything can happen. Perhaps Umar comes in there and does what he's always been saying he's going to do, and he comes in there looking like Khabib on the ground and Islam on the feet, and just kind of overwhelming Merab and maybe even knocking Merab out with a kick. That could happen because Umar's kicks are really nice. But either way, it's the cardio and it's the pace that is the deciding factor of this fight, at least in my opinion. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next.